What's good, homies? Welcome back to another episode of our West Tigers rebuild series. We are in round 16, and before we get into the game, I was forced to make a change to our lineup, so we'll take a look at that real quick. Alright, so as you can see here, Josh Reynolds was unavailable due to Origin, so we've moved S2E14 from fullback into 5'8", and S2E will be joining the squad to play outside Kevin Naingama. Alright, so our opponent for round 15 are the Gold Coast Titans, and we'll be playing at home at Campbelltown Stadium. I believe this is our first meeting with the Titans this season, and this is our first game post-patch. As we look at their lineup here, and there's a couple of big omissions: Ashley Taylor, Jared Hayne, and for some reason after the patch was released, the halfbacks and 5'8" positions have been switched around. Not too sure what the reason was behind that, but it was pretty annoying to deal with. That's why Tui's in the 7 and Brooks is in the 6. As we get started in attack here through S2E, off the kick return gets wrapped up inside our 20. On the first here, as we go short to Lolo, he goes wide to Grant, and Grant just takes it to the line, running into a brick wall pretty much as he gets driven backwards here. I think one thing you'll notice off the bat is that there aren't many big hits, and I'm not too sure if that's good or not. I kind of like it. I kind of miss the big hit a little bit. To be fair, it is toned down to a realistic rate because it's not often you see big hits in an NRL match. As we find a line for a 40-20, that's one of the few times you'll see me kick a 40-20. As we take the tap here through Grant, takes it to the line and again gets driven backwards. On the first here, as we send it to Packer this time, and driven backwards once again, as our forwards continue to get pumped through the mid. We're going to go out the back to Lolo here. He sends it wide to Naingama, links up with Sully on the wing. We cross the line, but we're going to get driven back into the field of play. As we shift it to the left here, we're going to go short to Taylor. Taylor takes it to the line, and we're just going to power our way over for a little cheesy drop down try. Out of all the forwards who hit the line, it was our captain Elijah Taylor who finally crosses it for our first points, sending it up to the video ref here, or the bunker, and they're going to review the grounding, but we just make it to the line, as you'll see there. Alright, so back to the big hit. They have toned it down like I said, and it is really noticeable during the kickoff. Usually the AI, they tend to break a tackle or two off the kick, but now it seems pretty easy to contain them off that initial kickoff. I'm not too sure how the game feels on the lower difficulties like Pro and Amateur and stuff, but on Veteran it seems pretty well balanced. As we get pinged for being offside here, a nice little scoot from Lawton. The Titans eventually make it to our 10. As they go short to Burgess, he goes wide to Connie Harrell, and he's going to get pulled down just inches from the line. On the third here, as they go to Algie, who tries to float one out wide, hits the posts, and they're going to get a little fortunate here as we get trapped in goal. Another thing that was included in the patch I feel should have been in the game since day one was the inclusion of compressed defense. As Connie Harrell just steps around two of our players here, turns us inside out at the back, and he's going to score their first try of the game. A beautiful run by Connie Harrell. A great ball by Algie, I think that was, or it might have been Burgess. As you'll see here on the replay, they go wide to Connie, hits Naingama and Sully with the "ooh, kill him" sidestep, and he just turns us inside out. We zigged when we should have zagged, and that's all she wrote. Back off Algie here to take the shot at goal, and it's a beautiful kick as he hits it right down the middle, ties the game up. That was 20 minutes in. We're now 32 minutes into the game. As we send that wide to Packer, fends off one. Packer's been such a beast for us so far this season. He's been the meter eater of the team. As we go right to Brooks, he turns one back inside to Taylor, and we're still sitting on their 30 pretty much. As we look to go short here, Luke Brooks sends it high. We have Jamal Idris chasing, gets the bat back, and it's scooped up by Masters. He's going to get pulled down just inside their 10, or outside their 10. Fifth and last, as we put a bomb up for our fullback, Dan Tupou chasing, and he's going to get the jump over their fullback as he scores our second try of the game. A pretty typical try for Dan Tupou. That's one of the benefits of having him at fullback. It makes things a little less difficult trying to set up a kick intended for him. As we look at the replay here, it wasn't a great kick, but Tupou still manages to pull it down and scores our second try of the game. As we add the easy extras here, and we're going to go up by 12 points. Alright, so a few minutes remaining in the half here, as we jump back to the kickoff. And it's going to be Idris here taking the first hit up, looking a little fatigued, so we take him out for Lawrence. A bit late to take him out though, as we go out the back to Tupou, running full speed onto the ball. Just slices right through the line as we try and beat their fullback on the outside. And just take a look at this support play here by Sully on the wing. We eventually get mowed down by Tompkins, but we do get the pass away. And it's going to be Sully here scoring a massive try just before the break. Those kind of tries were literally impossible to do before. It's dope to see the support play the way it is now. I'm just hoping that it's not always like that, because it'll make the game way too easy, I reckon. I mean, if we're trying to keep it realistic, the support play should be inconsistent. As we take another look at the finish here, we eventually get pulled down by Tompkins and we get the pass away. A little goose step from Sully to evade Proctor, and he's going to race away for his first try of the game. In his first, I think it's his first game for us this season. I'm not too sure if he played earlier on in the year, but anyway, he's here now and he snags a meat pie in his first appearance for the season. As we line up another fairly simple kick for Tuilolo here, we add the extras and we're going to head into the break with a 12-point lead. Looking at the halftime match stats, we're pretty much dominating them, dominating time and possession, and funnily enough, we've actually also made more tackles than them, 42-40. Alright, back in the second half here, with the Titans in attack, as they quickly shift the ball out to their wing, and it's going to be John Olive taking the tackle inside our 30. Little short ball here to Burgess, as they almost lose the ball. A little offload here from their front rower finds Proctor, and he's going to get tackled inside their 10. Fifth and last, they got Burgess in the pocket. They send it to Burgess, he puts up the bomb. It's a weird little kick, way too short, as Sam Tompkins here, he comes flying in out of nowhere and pretty much makes a play at the ball right before it reaches Tupou. All that talk about Tupou being great under the high ball, he gets shown up by his opposite number, the English import Sam Tompkins. A great catch to score their second try of the game. After a pretty dope try by the AI, it's going to be Kane Algie here taking the shot at goal, and he's going to get them within a converted try. Alright, as we approach the final 10 minutes, it's the Titans in attack once again with a scrum just past halfway. Pretty much safe to say that we were playing like absolute trash in the second half. Got a little too comfortable with the lead we had, as they send it out to Kevin Proctor here, and he's eventually pulled to the ground on our 30. Back on the fourth here, as they quickly shift it through their back line, and it's going to end with Sam Tompkins here, steps his way around Isan Masters for his second try of the game, the third for the Titans. Back with Algie here to take the shot, and to tie the game up, an important kick. He nails the 2 points and we're locked at 18 points apiece. Inside the final 5 minutes here, back in attack finally, and it's going to be McQueen here who gets through the line. He's going to get pulled down just before halfway. As we set up for a play to the left, we go to Brooks. He takes it to the line, gets it out to Isan Masters. Masters with the catch and pass out to Nofo Oluma. And we're going to race away for our fourth try of the game. As we ground the ball here, we're going to go up by 4 with the kick to come. Literally like under 2 minutes remaining. As we take the shot, we're going to get the 2 points, and surely you'd think that the game is done and dusted. We're going to jump back into the match for the final hit up, you'd think. It goes to Grant, gets absolutely dropped, sat down, loses the ball forward. I think that was Ignatius Pasi with the clutch big hit. They quickly shift it out to Sam Tompkins, and he's going to score a hat-trick. We've usually seen that ball spill from a big hit like 3 or 4 times a game, but I'm talking pre-patch of course, as they convert it into 6, and they're going to send it into extra time. Man, we always do this every time we get off to a good start. We take our foot off the gas and just pretty much invite the other team back in it, as Kane Algie fails to get a kick away on the last. And we're going to start our first set in extra time inside their 40. We send it wide to Packer, and of course he's going to go on a big run, bumps off one, fends off another, and he's going to get us within 12 meters from the try line here. As we send it to Grant, fends off a defender, and he's going to score the match-winning try. No fancy play or anything like that, just plain and simple, hard running from our 2 front rowers, Tim Grant and Russell Packer, with Grant ultimately scoring the match-winning try. That's going to be full-time here at Campbelltown Stadium. We defeat the 7th-ranked Gold Coast Titans 28-24 as we inch our way closer to the top 4. Looking at the full-time match stats here, everything kind of evened out in the end. Look at our tackle count. We made 102 tackles, we missed 16, and it's going to be Sam Tompkins here who picks up man of the match. As usual, before we jet, we're going to check out the individual player stats for you guys to cast your votes. And as always, drop that like button for more Rugby League Live 4 content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you. Later.
Give me Miss Jones, gonna talk to you. You looking like you can bring me shelter. All I wanna do is walk with you. Get so real, I don't need no other. Every day, every night, I'm turning circles.